Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Motor City Entertainment Regional Dart Tournament. We have a treat for you, a state finals rematch in the cricket division. Brandon Kessler, Brady Brown. Brady got the better of Brandon last time. This is a top side match. This is a bottom side match. So we're still playing race to 3 in the Masters level. All right. We have the state finals rematch between Brady and Brandon. Kessler does win the diddle, found the post almost, who's one hole out, then finds only 5 on the open. A little weird for him, but Brady finds 7 behind him. Does have the point lead, doesn't have the high ground. I'd expect that we might see a few more than 5 out of Brandon here.
This is a rematch of our state championship. I don't know if you already said that, but this is great.
Yeah, Brady got the best of Brandon at states, and I think that Kessler wants a little revenge. Only a 5 mark there, does have the point lead, but it is not a triple point lead, so I'd assume Brady goes up, piles in at 19, and kind of moseys on here. Big darts from Brady Brown there. A big 7. Puts it within 10. Doesn't have the 20s. I would assume we're going to see Brandon pile on the points. But he has a really interesting cricket strategy sometimes, Derek. Things are different. Like I would have expected after just a single on dart number 2 to stay in point and probably really build up that point lead. Instead, he switches over. A lot of confidence in Brandon's darts this week. And they've flown really well.
Brandon must have woke up feeling it because he was our first stream playing Chris Swanson. Took him 3-0, which is a good shot. Brandon is on one today for sure. He's shoots good in the morning, he shoots good at noon, and he shoots good at night. Being a 5.4 average must be rough, Jake.
Yeah, we were just talking a little bit behind the scenes here that his style of play is very interesting. BK's one of those guys that can walk around, chat with everybody in the building, go up, throw 7, go back, have a drink and chat. I can't do that. I need to lock in. And the dude looks locked right now. Just throwing easy darts. They leave his hands, they go in, coffin shot, big 8. Not much. You can't do much more than that. I also think there's a little bit of a revenge factor here. I think that he really thought he should have won that state title. I think he was the 2-time defending Michigan State cricket champion, and Brady snatched that title away from him this year. I think that he wants a little revenge. We'll see how this match goes, though.
All right, Brandon's going to go up. Brady played a lot of darts last night. He was in the booth early this morning, gassed out. So I said, "You can't be gassed out. You're Brady Brown." So he's going to have to pull through. Brady is going to keep finding himself late in these brackets, and it's part of growing. He's good enough to be there late in the bracket, and he's going to have to get the stamina. I know it sounds crazy having stamina in darts, but until you've played a couple events all day long, it's a lot of mental and physical stamina.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about guys at the top of the soft tip game. Gentlemen like Ram Guevara, Leonard Gates, Mike Maloney, they go to an event, they play all day. And when they have downtime, they're playing darts. And when they have rest time, they're playing darts. Like, it's their arm is moving, they are going all day. They just don't ever stop.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing to do, is to come to a tournament and throw all day, but I also do think there's a point where you're warming up more than you would typically warm up, and if you go to league and you throw 3 games and you're ready to start league, then when you come to a tournament, throw 3 games and start. Don't throw 13 games and start. You know, I mean, you don't want to change it up too much.
Yeah, there's a mental fatigue factor too. I definitely have a very rigid warm-up that I go through just to play a league match, and I try to keep it the same. But I come from a golf background where my practice sessions all look the same, my warm-ups all look the same, and I try to bring that kind of mentality into darts. The way I approach the line is the same every time. What I do before I throw is the same every time. And just getting yourself in that mental state where you don't have to think about it in the darts, just leave your hand, because you do the same thing every time the same way. It makes it, a little bit easier on you. But if you're going to warm up, if you go in, you throw 6 darts and you play, you should do the same thing in a tournament for sure. I think mentally, you can definitely handicap yourself just by over warming up or not doing what you normally do when you are playing good darts.
Yeah, Brady has had 2 different throws this year, and it's been so interesting for me because I noticed that kind of stuff. When he was at the Midnight Dart Club, he had averaged a 4.8 on the night with Lucas in a doubles match, and he was doing he was not throwing the throw that he's throwing right now. He was doing a little pump. He would bring it out towards the board, bring it back, and then throw. And then this throw that he has today is his original throw, and I feel like it's Luke Littler's. It's the same bring it up as Luke Littler, and it is this is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, he throws a very flat dart, not a ton of arc in it. You can see that dart hits the board almost level. It's a pretty throw, in a very similar grip, I believe, to Mr. Littler, who happens to be a pretty successful dart player in his own right at the ripe old age of 18. but a little bit different. Kessler has a little bit of a roll to his dart. I'm a roll and set guy myself, which when it works really well. But you sometimes lose the consistency and the grip. I know at least I do. He's probably a bit more consistent than I am with it, at least.
At Kessler's grip, you can't see it from our angle, but if you watch Brandon Kessler from the side angle, there's something weird going on. You can see it right there where he flips the dart up right at the end. From the side angle, it looks so funky, but he's good, so it works for him.
And he takes leg number 2. We are all set for leg number 3. Kessler is up 2-0. See what happens here.
Brady Brown doing what he needs to do. Almost looked a little undecided on that third dart. Realized he's up so much in points and wanted to take the stab, but didn't look committed. Kessler did go for the look on that 20 with 100 points down.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, the difference in strategy a little bit earlier, Derek, that Brandon plays a little different. I think he plays that very Danny Baggish style high ground, try to take the points away even if you're down, because he does have 2 houses that he can score on. 9 mark puts him not in the lead here, but no, it does put him in the lead here. Yeah, 162 points would have put him in the lead, and that's why he tried to take that 20, I think, and does it again. Definitely playing a bit of a high ground strategy. The next dart that he would force Brady to, if he does get that 20 closed, or when he gets that 20 closed, is the 16s. And if he still has the 18s and the 17s, and he's forcing Brady to those corner pockets, that's a whole different ballgame.
I know you guys are sick of me saying it, but controlling the 20s in cricket when you're at this level is huge, and Brandon knows it. Brady knows it. Brandon's never going to catch up. He's never going to catch up to Brady. Trying to play kind of a trap game here, and then finally gets that 20. Massive strategy here, pulling out all the strings, Jake.
Yeah, but here now it's going to take Brady more darts, and he's going to have to be forced to the 16s. But if Brady had thrown perfect darts, closes the 18s, 17s, and those 15s, 9 marks in the 16s would not have given Kessler the point lead. I'm no great shakes of math, but 96 plus 177 is not 280. But as much as Brady is in control of this leg, I think it's a false sense of security a little bit at this point. And by that, I just mean that the scoreboard lies a little bit. If you're just looking at the scoring numbers, the scoreboard lies.
Yeah, Brady is not in the lead of this game, and it takes you a couple years to realize that into darts, and seems like he is, but he's not. Kessler has him in his little spider web, and he's controlled it. You know, Brady's still shooting pretty good today. He had just such a long day yesterday. He's gonna have to get used to it too, because he ain't going nowhere. He's gonna be at the top for a while.
Yeah, if there is 10 of the best players in this building, you're looking at 2 of them for sure, and it's going to stay that way for a while. As long as Brady keeps showing up, the guy's going to be a threat to take home any hardware. I mean, he proved it at States, right? Took down the title. A lot more players and some very, very talented players, including the man behind him right now, that he took down to get that title.
Yeah, 2 years before that, he had taken down Mike Hagenow to get the title. So, big name after big name after big name. Brady Brown's capable of doing it. Was pushing Millar and Fedewell last night in doubles with Danny. And love watching him, love watching how he's evolving. I remember playing with him in level 1 at States not too long ago when I met you, actually. And we've both evolved, honestly. Love playing him.
And you're seeing some respect from Kessler here, too. He really could have stayed on those, or gone to the bull in the last trip to the line, but he stayed on the 15s knowing he was going to have a point lead because he knew that Brady was going to do exactly what he did with 4 bulls, and then he just threw perfect darts. A big 6 mark from Kessler to end that match for the game shot. Only 4, kind of surprising, but what a battle back and forth. It was really interesting to watch.
Thank you for tuning in. We are going to bring you some more matches here, getting close to the end, so we might stick here with the Masters.